On with the show. This is it. So, how we doing? It's Wednesday. Again, it seems like just last week it was Wednesday.
Wednesday?
5:39, 5:30.
Do you know that we're here every Wednesday?
It's true. It's what we do. At least for now.
Every Wednesday. I don't like the way this is like. I don't get this whole situation. I can never change it either.
I know. It's a hell of a thing. So we're already back on to the Celebrity Big Brother.
It came on its own, too. I didn't even look it up. It just came up like that.
Science!
Science!
So
la, la, la.
So I couldn't watch it on, what was it, Saturday night?
Why? I told you to watch it.
I understand you did. And I
okay.
efforted on the watching.
And what happened?
I was unable to watch. I was out in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, that's with your son.
Yes, I was all the way out in DuBois, but we came back to Bloomsburg.
Streaming.
And, on the Direct TV now.
Tubing.
Kind of like a Roku thing. Yeah, CBS is not part of the package.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
I have Roku.
This is not Roku. It's Roku-like. It is Direct TV now.
Oh, forget it.
There was no CBS.
I know Direct TV now.
There's no CBS. I had NBC if they wanted to watch something on NBC. Or on WABC, not WABC, but the ABC affiliate. I believe we were having access to that. However, in northeastern Pennsylvania, yes, the cheese stood alone. No Columbia Broadcasting System. So I could not watch on Saturday. However, on Monday, I watched as Kato Kalin got evicted from the household.
He did. He did, yeah.
Tom Green thought he was going to get the boot.
Everybody thought it was him, but
the B-U-T-E boot. He did not.
He did not.
He did not. It was unanimous. It was 5-0.
Yes, it was.
And Kato, ouch, babe. He's and I mean that.
Well, they said, and I met Kato. I told you that, right? He's very, very nice. But they said he was the biggest threat because he really was. He was really good at the game, and he was good at, not good enough, obviously, but he was good at like conniving and like backdooring and doing all that stuff. And then they figured it out that he was like responsible for a lot of the shady stuff. So they're like, oh, let's get rid of him. That was it. Yep, that's it. You got to do shady stuff, but you can't let them know. You have to kind of keep it on the DL because as soon as people start knowing you're doing shady stuff, they're going to get you out.
Disabled list? What?
Big Brother.
What would you put it on the disabled list for? What's that, the 15-day disabled list? 60-day
disabled list?
Yeah.
What disabled list?
The DL. The disabled
the down
list.
low.
Oh,
DL.
You kids and your crazy sayings.
DL.
On the down low.
The DL.
Word and yo. You crazy kids.
Oh, my God.
Well, Andy, here we go. We're getting all.
Did you hear the story about Liam Neeson? I'm going to change the topic.
Yes, I did.
Now, here's my issue.
Go ahead. Oh, boy, here we go.
I'll find you.
And I will kill you.
And I'll kill you.
No, good. He did almost.
Remember me? So I think.
This was how many years ago?
20-something.
Yeah.
20-something years ago. But this is the issue. Why bring it up now, Liam? Like, why? Just keep your mouth shut. Because especially, this is the kind of climate we're in right now. Like, this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
You know. And you're a celebrity. You know this is what's going on now. The Harvey Weinstein, the Me Too, the, watch out, don't say anything politically incorrect because you're in trouble. This is all going on. Millennials. If you know this, why are you going to say anything? Don't say it. You don't have to. Why say something? First of all, yes, it was so the story was based on he had a friend who was raped.
Yes.
20-something years ago, 26. I'm going to look at the.
He said he was a younger, like a pretty young guy.
Yeah, when it happened, and he said that he was so angry by what happened, he got into this like vigilante type situation, and it's just because of the roles he played. So I think he was just trying to.
Whoa!
I don't know what that was. So I think he was just trying to.
Controversial comments. Here it comes.
Oh. I was going to read the story. I really don't.
Well, hit the pause on the thing.
I'm about to, but the screens are messed up on this thing.
I know.
So he was a vigilante, and so what he said.
Well, he went out there baiting people.
He went. Well, that's what it was. He went.
Which one of you has done this? I know you're not white. And I know, and he said so.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is
well,
not
he
me.
said he knew it was an African American black man. He knew it was.
Young black man.
And what he did was he went into predominantly black neighborhoods.
And he was trolling, man.
He was trolling.
He was baiting them,
Correct.
and they weren't buying it. For whatever reason, they by far and large weren't buying it.
Right.
Until
right. And this is the deal. I'm sorry this happened, but you can't like start talking like that. And this, do you know where you like?
Well, you can.
Just not
but
on public television.
Sure, you can. You can do whatever you want. You can
do it.
You can.
Right.
But again, today, be ready for the bullshit going to come at you.
Of course. And this is for anybody. And this is my point. I'm just like, don't you know this? I mean, you know this. I mean, like, don't act surprised.
Why do you think I keep my mouth shut like I do over at the House of Hits? Because
that's a whole other.
But same church, different pew. Same church, different pew. There's so much, unusualness that people just don't see. That, you know what? Not to sound like Colonel Slay, but I have seen. Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. You know what I mean? And it's one of those deals to where it's every day. It's every day.
Yeah.
And you know what? 25 years ago, I'd have said something. I'd have said my piece loud and loudly and proudly and roundly, and I'd have been shown the door.
Right. Right. Well,
or 25 years ago, maybe I wouldn't. But if I would have done like 25 years ago, now, definitely would have been shown the door.
Right. Well, and that's my point. It's just like, why even say it, dude? Like, it's not necessary.
Well,
so now he put himself in this really stupid position because now everybody's like, let's ban Liam Neeson.
No.
Don't go see his movies. La, 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 la. And, it is what it is. But he said what he said. It's just stupid. It was just a stupid thing to say. Now, what you could say is like, when I was younger, a horrible thing happened to a friend of mine, and she was, raped by an African-American male. And at the time, I felt like, every African-American male was a rapist. But then I learned better, and I was young. And, there's a way to say things. There's a way to position things. But to say it the way he did was so dumb.
Well,
dumb.
Yes and or no.
Go ahead.
Because here, okay, as coming from the male perspective, and the male perspective now, there's so much of the wussification of the male American, pardon me.
Yes.
From the Department of Redundancy Department. There's so much of the wussification, the chickification of the American male.
Oh, it was 40 years ago. 40 years ago.
Oh, so he was a young dude. I don't know how old a guy he was. He was probably in his 20s.
So, yeah, probably his 20s, 60s.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at any rate, with all this chickification, wussification of the American male that goes on, knowingly or not, and I'm not saying he knowingly just threw this out there because of this, but you know what? Someone like a Liam Neeson, he's a guy's guy. Okay? Say what you want about him. You like him, not like him.
Right.
I don't particularly care. I think he's okay. I have enjoyed his movies, whether it's one thing or another, and that's what I'm all about. Entertain me. But it may, because you don't know, it may be a latent, I'm not having this chickification bullshit. Okay?
Yeah.
And he just said what he said because
Sure.
He
said what he felt at the moment. He said what he felt at that moment.
And I can't fault a person for doing that.
Right.
Male, female, 55, 60, 65 years old, or however the hell old. Look at Clint Eastwood, or as my buddy's father used to call him, look at this Clint Eastwood. That's Eastwood,
Clint Eastwood.
Dad.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah. Okay, that's a character, but let me tell you what.
He's kind of like that, though, really.
But been there and done it. Been there and done it.
He's a curmudgeon.
Okay? I got Bing Bong Cling Clang and Dingaling over there, hanging out on my property. Don't do that.
Get off my lawn.
Seriously, you got to move. All right.
You've got to move.
You got to move. I like to move it. But here's a guy, who he said what he said.
He said what he felt at the moment. He spoke in the moment.
He was genuine, and I can't fault a person for being
genuine. He said
when
he followed up, of course, he started doing damage control, and he said,
of course,
he said, you know what? If it had happened by an Irish person, a Scot person, British person, Lithuanian person, I'd feel the same way. And he says it just happened to be that was
It was a black guy.
Yeah, at that time. But he says, but if it was any other, then I would have went after them. You know, he said it just happened to be. But it's just his problem is how he said it. That's really all it was.
And the bottom line with this scenario is, like he just said, he was standing up for his friend.
Correct.
Period.
Yeah.
Male, female, doesn't matter. You know, I've got a lot of dudes who are my buddies. You know, Frank, who's with the program from time to time. He's a friend for many years. I have buddies from, you know, when I was, I don't know, in first grade. I have female friends who I've known since I've been about 6 years old. Very good friends of mine. I have yourself. Okay.
That's me.
Well, yes. You know, I have all sorts of friends. And you know what? Here's the thing. Don't screw around with my friends, with my people. I have no siblings. Okay. I got cousins, and of course that matters. Okay. But whether it's that kind of my people or your kind of my people, don't fool with my people. Just leave people alone. Be cool. Be nice. Behave, like I say. You know?
That's
and he was looking out for a friend. And, you know, maybe the packaging back in 1979 was okay. The packaging right now, whether we like it or not, is not always okay.
Different. Things have changed.
It's the status quo has changed. It just has, and that's just the way of the world. Ta-da.
Stick to the status quo.
So I did see, back to Big Brother.
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan's mom.
I want her to win.
You know what?
I want her to win.
Why not?
You know why? I told you this.
Yeah,
because they were age shaming her really bad. And the thing about it is
she
that
doesn't look 53.
No, and they that one Lolo, who I used to like, I don't like her anymore because she's a mouth.
Lolo.
She's got a mouth on her, man. She's just like all over the place. She's just gonna. You know what? God bless her. I really liked her before because she's an Olympian, a female Olympian. She's won some medals.
P.S. It's National Women/Girls in Sports Day today. Just so you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
So if you play a sport, go ahead.
Celebration. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you know, I liked her, but she's always like popping off. Like she's always yelling at people all the time. And I'm like, enough. I don't want to hear it. And then the other one, the wrestler, the two of them I think need to go. I'm off. Both those women need to go. And they're the two that were making fun of her age. And we're like, oh, like a 53-year-old knows what she's talking about. I can outdo that 53-year-old. They said a few times. I said, what the frig does her age have to do with it?
Nothing.
Now, because of that, guess what? I want her to win. So goodbye. I want Lola to go, and I want what's her name, Anna Marie, whatever WWE chick.
They're down to like 6 or 7 people now. I think.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Double elimination on Friday. I know.
It is good though. But you see Tom Green now. You got to see little Tom Green, but he has been funny, but they kept him. But they want to get rid of him too.
Well,
that's
he thought he was.
He was ready to pick up and go.
Yeah.
Kato was mad. Kato was mad, but I'm telling you right now, I want Lindsay Lohan's Dina Lohan. I want her to win, and I'm rooting for her just because I want to prove that it doesn't matter how old she is. It's all about the skill in the game, and who cares that they're physical? Because those two women are very physical. But it's all up here, kids.
Athletics.
All up here. I don't care how old you are. It's all up here. So
exactly
go, Dina Lohan. You better win Celebrity Big Brother. I'm rooting for you, girl.
I'm with you.
53.
Plus, she looks awfully pretty too.
Yeah, I like her.
I mean,
I like
not
her.
for nothing. I mean,
like
just
her.
from a guy's perspective.
I'm all about her. Those other two lost me. They lost me at a low. And then, so, is it an Oscar winner?
Oh, geez.
Is it a Grammy winner? Is it an Emmy winner? Is it a
Major League Baseball player? Is it an NFL football player?
Nobel Peace Prize?
Is
Heisman
it anything
Trophy?
I really
winner?
give a crap about?
No, guess who it is?
Who?
Tori Spelling.
Oh, that's right.
It's Tori Spelling. So we're 0 for 0. I mean, there was nobody that I thought was like the way they present the show. And they're saying it's a hit show. They just renewed it.
Nailed it, though. He guessed Tori Spelling.
He did.
Did you see that?
I did see that.
I think Tori Spelling.
He doesn't talk like that.
Kind of.
Oh.
Well, I talk like that for him.
Oh. That's like really racist.
Why? He's Oriental. What do you want?
Do you know what climate we live in now? You can't imitate Chinese people and be like Asian.
We live in climate. Hello.
You can't talk like that.
I just did. Didn't you hear me?
No. See, it's bad now. Do you understand?
Why is it bad? Gino's laughing his ass off.
Well, because Gino, this is 2019. This was.
Hello.
Here, make fun of Italians for
Yeah.
do it for him.
Hey, forget about it. Hey,
Because
everybody's talking loud. You want a coffee? Who wants a coffee? I got all kinds of coffee. What kind of coffee you want?
I don't know. Okay.
That was my Vic DiBitetto impersonation. That guy is funny. Holy smokes.
Oh, I love him.
He's hysterical.
He was just at Madison Square Garden.
He's hysterical.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have known Italian people, folks like that, who were they're nice, but holy crap,
He has
loud.
He has a special on Netflix.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's very funny.
You want a coffee? Who wants coffee? I got this kind of coffee. This we stole. You can't look at that.
He is funny.
He's very funny.
He's very funny.
Very funny.
As speaking of funny, did you see my friend Gary on Conan?
I did not.
Oh, you gotta see him.
Gary, Indiana?
No, you said that last time.
Because I don't remember. Thank you. The classics never die.
And my memory's pretty good, so I'm gonna remember all that stuff. Gary Goldman, my friend. He's Gary Goldman. He's a stand-up comedian.
Right.
And I've known him for
I know is funny too.
26 or 27 years, and he was on Conan, and he was really good.
What was he on? I missed.
A couple of days ago.
For
I put it on my
sake.
Facebook. I think you liked it.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Guess what? You can go online and find it.
Okay.
Just go to Conan, the Conan O'Brien show, or I think it's called Coco's something or other. But yeah, so he's on it, and he was on it the same show. It was just him and Matt LeBlanc, and I'm a huge Friends fan. I love Friends, so I was really happy. So that was my favorite show.
How you doing?
I love
Man with the Plan. I missed that. Was that on last night or was it night before? I think
I don't know. I don't want to watch Matt LeBlanc now.
That's a funny show, though.
No, I want to watch him Friends.
Yeah.
It's kind of like this. It's like Jesus. Like I like baby Jesus. I don't want to talk about grown up Jesus. No, I don't want to talk about grown up Jesus. I don't want old Jesus. I don't want grown up Jesus. I don't want Jesus risen from the dead Jesus. I want baby Jesus in the manger. Baby Jesus.
God bless his
That's
food
what I want.
In this race this weekend.
And baby Jesus.
Nativity scene, baby Jesus.
And that's how I feel about Friends. I don't want to see Courtney Cox now, and I don't want to see Matt LeBlanc now. I don't want to see Chandler Bing now.
I would see Jennifer Aniston anytime.
Well, Jennifer Aniston's
just
hot,
so we know.
Yeah, well, because she's hot. You know what I mean? But like Courtney Cox could be hot, but she had too much plastic surgery. I don't know. I never met not Courtney Cox. I never met Jennifer Aniston.
Because she's been in and out of a bunch of relationships, and I'm wondering, man, is there something there?
Well, that's like Halle Berry. Halle Berry's a train wreck. I don't care what anybody says.
You might remember her
Halle
brother.
Berry is
Dingleberry.
Yeah. I actually know someone whose last name is Dingle.
Or cousin Wilkes.
Yeah, but she's a train wreck, and that's it's not like it's not a rumor.
There's chuckling over there.
Yeah, it's not a rumor. That's a fact because
she's a little out there.
The thing I remember, the thing that sticks with me, and this is years ago.
David Justice.
Yep. I'll never forget that. And she was David Justice was on Oprah, and they were like talking about his Oprah. One for you. You get one, and you get one, and you get one. So they were talking about how the marriage, didn't work anymore. And so Oprah was asking David Justice, like, it's Halle Berry. It's beautiful. How can it not, He says, let me tell you something about Halle Berry. This is exactly what he said, and I'll never forget it. He said, I'm a baseball player, right?
Yeah.
I'm on the road.
Yeah.
I'm a baseball player. She would call me while I'm playing. Like, I'm playing. I'm on TV. You can see me on TV. I have my baseball. She would leave hundreds of messages, voicemails at my hotel going, where are you?
What?
Where are you? And he'd say, baby, I was playing a game. I play for Atlanta. Did you know that? Like, here I am. Did you see me on the TV?
I'm at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati playing a doubleheader.
And
anything else?
He said that her insecurity was so overwhelming, he just couldn't take it. Now, we had that. Then we had that other one right after there, Eric Bonet.
Yeah.
He cheated on her, and then she accused him of being a sex addict. And he just cheated on her, but I guess that's what you got to use, because who would cheat on Halle Berry? And that's the whole thing. Cheating on Halle Berry, she's beautiful. Why would you do that? But this is the thing. Beauty is beauty. There it is, right? What's going on under that beauty? We don't know. And everybody like puts a pass for Halle Berry. Like, well, she's so pretty. How could you cheat on her? Listen, if you get that every single night for a couple of years, I mean, it's pretty much the same as, whatever.
It's a lot of work. No way.
It's a lot of work.
No,
so that didn't work out. Then she was with that model, that Canadian model, younger guy, and she was with him, and he got into a fist fight with the other boyfriend, the French actor, on her lawn. And then they beat the crap out of each other. That happened.
Oh, my.
She got into a car accident, hit and run. She got out of the car and left. That happened.
Because that always goes well when you do that.
Then she ended up with the French guy, tells everybody in the entertainment she's moving to Paris to be with the French guy, right? They got married. Yeah, they got married, right? Then what happened? She divorced him. So something's up with her. Something's up with that woman. Beautiful or not.
As Louis Nye used to say. She's nutsy cuckoo.
Yeah, something's going on there. Because you can't, I mean, I understand failed relationships, and it happens, but you can't have that many and to fail.
Like, of them in a row.
But like that, they all fail very, like very aggressively. Yeah. It's not like, oh, we went our separate ways.
No,
it's always like there's a fight. There's like Oprah. There's like, on the lawn. There's sex addicts. Ooh. There's always something. So that makes me question it. Like Jennifer Lopez, she's been through a lot of men too.
Of course.
And she's married a lot of people. Now they're saying, oh, look, Aaron Hernandez. I always say Aaron Hernandez, and he's the killer. I always do that.
Sidebar, if he'd have been playing this weekend, he would have killed it.
Yeah, he killed people.
He would have absolutely killed it had he been playing this weekend.
A-Rod. I meant to say A-Rod is who I want to say.
Killed it.
So apparently they're getting
Hernandez.
engaged.
Patriots.
They're getting engaged.
Dead now. Is that right?
Yeah. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You're going to ruin the whole thing. Don't get engaged. You're happy. She's been married like 4 times. Enough. Don't marry him. Just be happy. Just be together. Be in love. You've been married 4 times. You got to do it again? 4 wasn't enough? Why? 4 times. J-Lo, chill out. Just be like, I'm with A-Rod. We love each other. We're going to be together. That's great. Now you're going to get married. Guess what's going to happen?
It's going to fall apart.
It's going to fall apart.
It's going to explode.
This is Hollywood.
It could explode.
It's Hollywood.
Trust me, it ain't just Hollywood.
No, right. But Hollywood, you see it. It's right in front of you.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
On public full display.
Chris Pratt, another thing, driving me crazy.
Is that right?
Chris Pratt, actor. He was in Jurassic Park, the new Jurassic Parks. No.
Drive me crazy.
It's driving me crazy, yes.
No.
Yes. Driving me crazy. You know why? Chris Pratt was in a relationship, got married, had a kid with Anna Faris, who is on the show Mom, right?
Love her wheel.
Very, very, not the Ferris wheel.
Oh.
So.
What?
See, so they get married.
I'm just looking for
they get married.
Looking for a nut. Look at over here.
They have a kid.
Yes.
They're in the public eye, and every single media outlet is like, they're the perfect couple. They're the perfect couple. Look at them. They're so happy. And they'd be like on the red carpet.
Let me tease it.
I love you.
And then it's the VH1 behind the music moment. It's coming up. Yeah. How Anna Faris and what's his name?
Pratt.
Chris Pratt nearly lost it all.
Exactly. So what happens?
Nearly lost it all.
They separate.
How Gene Pirro
get divorced.
Lost it all.
Get divorced. He starts dating. Listen, before he's even divorced from Anna Faris.
Happy though.
Wait.
What?
He starts dating Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
Whoa.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, I have to
now,
make it
guess what? They're engaged. He just got divorced in December, and now they're engaged. And he's only been dating this girl for like 8 months.
I look forward
Why are you
to
doing
it.
that?
Wow.
Hollywood, I have a question for you. This is from me to Hollywood. Today. Why do you get married all the time? You don't need to do it. You're just going to get divorced.
You know what it is?
Hollywood?
It's keeping up appearances.
Don't do it.
I understand that.
Just be happy. Do you have to? Like, if you've been together a long time or, what? Yeah. But why are you getting after 5 months, 2 months, 3 months, 1 month? Why? I don't know.
Keeping up appearances. Keeping up with the Joneses. Hollywood style.
I'm angry.
You know what I mean?
What do you got, John? I can't. I'm exhausted. That exhausted me.
I got
I'm tired.
Yeah, first it was the Facebook. situation.
The
The Facebook situation.
Sound like my grandmother.
No, it's like my boss like 10 years ago. You kids with the Facebook and the my face. Okay, Larry. Good night. Ay, ay, ay. The socialistic media. It's just social media, Larry. Well, again, it's the whole Facebook and the my face you kids are always on.
Here's another one. Jennifer Lawrence, whirlwind romance, like a fairy tale.
Oh.
Another one is apparently engaged, and she started dating this guy 6 months ago.
I was going to say.
Stop it! The fuck is wrong with these celebrities, man? They're so dumb. Like, they just are. I'm sorry, but don't get married.
Dumb so long.
Every time I see one of them get married, they get divorced just like the next day.
I know.
I don't understand.
And again, it's not just Hollywood. It is not just Hollywood, believe me.
No, it happens a lot in Hollywood.
You know, it's, I don't know.
Like, they've been dating
Around
since
the world,
June.
or up
What
to-
are we
up-
today?
what's that?
February?
February.
June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January. So 8 months and they're already engaged.
Well,
Stupid.
I know.
Stupid.
Oh,
Stupid.
around the world, you know, up the block or down your street, man. I mean, it's happening all the time. It's happening all the time.
How come we're still in the studio?
Random segue.
Sorry. I had a
so
moment.
you know, there'll be a new facility.
I'm going to
here
let you, John. I'm going to let you take
soon.
this one. I'm going to let you take this
well,
one.
there's work being done. The HamiltonRadio.net headquarters, the mothership, if you will, is going to be a new one. There's going to be a new one.
When?
It's, what's today? The 6th?
Yes.
Well, they're shooting for about President's Day. Okay, definitely by St. Patrick's Day. Okay, I'm thinking Easter should be a lot. All right, Mother's Day is right in the. Okay, Memorial Day. I'm thinking we're gonna have our first, like the Wednesday right before or after 4th of July would be great. Okay. So we can celebrate with the new champagne, the dog days of August, and I don't know, definitely by Labor Day. You know, definitely that Labor Day. It's just it's coming. It's coming. So is Christmas. Maybe Christmas of 2020. No, it's there's.
Oh, we had another reveal.
Who did?
Charlie Collier was the hippo.
I'm sorry.
Who's
What?
Charlie Collier?
Dave Coulier?
Explain this
Cut
to
it out.
I have to go back to this whole thing about the Masked Singer. Can you just talk about it? You watched it.
Oh, the
Can you
Masked
talk about it,
Singer.
please? Because it's going to bug
Let
me.
me tell you what.
It's going to bug me.
I'd rather have bamboo shoots up my thumbs. I'd rather, again, eat lint. Again, I'd rather a bowling ball drop from 3 stories on my tongue. Okay?
But it's like a huge popular show. It's like the #1 show.
BS,
Tell me
and
why.
I don't mean freaking Barbra Streisand. I'm talking about I would rather hook up with my first wife. Thank you, no.
Oh, my.
Ooh and fuh.
That's serious. Like, I just don't get it. Why does everybody love it? Like, I get that it's, like, exciting to
It's
kind of find out who it
ridiculous.
is. But then when you find out who it is, it's such a letdown to
Here's
me.
my problem. They string this cotton picking thing on for an hour.
It's so long.
This could be an 8-minute show. I'm telling you, this could be absolutely an 8-minute show. And as an 8-minute show, even a 15-minute show, it would be the best. I don't mean to sound like Uncle Donsky over here, but it'd be the best ever. I'm telling you, believe me. Lots of suspense, good singing, lots of good performance, best ever, guaranteed. But it's an hour. They drag this thing out for an hour.
But why?
Because they got to fill the time slot, and it's like watching paint dry. It's like watching that 72 Buick out the back.
America
of the
disagrees
thing
with you, and I want to know
rust.
why. Why does America disagree with you?
Because America, here's the thing. We have dumbed. We talked about this last week. There has been, not we because I haven't done it. There has been an effective dumbing down of what is mainstream, from news to sports, because everybody gets a trophy for just showing up at the AYSO. You know what I had to say about that? Nerds, hard cheese. Okay. and with entertainment, So you get some, I don't know, 91 IQ dunderhead who thinks that this kind of thing is fun, funny, entertaining, stimulating, intriguing, fill in the blank, whatever other adjective you want to. Adjective, kids, look it up. It's the continued here. It's the close cousin of the wussification of the American male. This is the continued dumbing down of the society as we know it. Don't try to, employ a rising tide lifts all boats kind of a thing and have something intelligent. Okay. Again, I go back to 1982 and Police Squad. From the Files of the Naked Gun, from which the movies came. Why? Because the Police Squad series only lasted half of a season because the network executive, they pulled it. Why did they pull it, you ask, John?
Why did they pull it?
I'm glad you asked. Because the humor was they thought, over people's heads. Okay? They showed up. Here's one I remember. Again, police, okay, in some fictional city. Leslie Nielsen was part of the show. They come across two criminals, these two detectives, okay, with these two officers in the hat, the cap, and the thing, and they say, "Officers, take them away and book them." Officer, take away. Officer, book them. And people are like, "I don't get it." Okay, it's a play on words, dummies. Okay, it's funny. And after 6 or 7 episodes, goodbye, they yanked it because, well, we feel it's the humor is too intellectual for the common viewer. So we're gonna have, and I mean no disrespect by this, but you gotta admit this was it was fun, it was harmless, it was cute, but it was mindless humor. So what do we get? Another 2 seasons of Laverne and Shirley instead. Okay, where they're doing pratfalls like Lucy did back when TV was brand new. That was funny back then. Why? Because it was new. In 1955, okay, it was new. In 1983 or 82, it ain't new no more. And now, forward fast to that's my
The Masked Singer.
To The Masked Singer in 2019. Okay, and it's just the continued. I think that's funny. Yeah.
Well, I think it's just.
You know what I mean? It's like a world of Pete Pumas out there. Remember Pete Puma from the Bugs Bunny cartoon? I don't want no tea. It gives me a headache. Well, what do you want? Coffee. Okay, we got a whole world. Pardon me, we got a whole world of Pete Pumas over here who just harmless, dopey simpletons.
You just remind me that I like your mouth. That's what you sound like to me.
Yeah.
You got a pretty mouth.
You got a pretty mouth.
Ew, just scared.
Bend over there, squeal like a pig.
Oh God, so scary.
I can't even watch.
So scary.
I can't even see.
Oh, so scary.
I never saw that. Oh. I never saw Deliverance until I was.
You did yourself a favor. Never.
Oh, hold on. Until I was deep in my 30s. I was about 36 or 7. I finally saw it, and there he is, Burt Reynolds, man, looking all like Burt did, man. You with the vest and the paddling and the macho guy, and you got the other fellas there. Ronnie Cox is in it, I believe, and you got Ned Beatty. I remember him. They sidebar. They did a TV movie about the shooting in Austin, Texas, at the University of Texas, with Charles Whitman as the sniper, called The Deadly Tower. And Ned Beatty was in that, and he was the character who went up to the tower, snuck around, and got the Charles Whitman character and took the gun away from him. I'm like, wow, this freaking Ned Beatty, he's a pretty good actor. And then I saw Deliverance.
Scary.
Nope.
That's like the first time I saw Midnight Express.
Oh,
Same
my.
thing. Woof.
But the thing of it is, in context, it was perfect. It was a perfect movie, for what it was, for what it is.
Here's a review.
How did I get to Ned Beatty?
I know, but here's a review. Oh my God, this show is so boring.
Yeah.
It takes them so long to finally unveil who's under the masks, and it sucks.
It does.
Also, there's way too many hosts.
Yeah. 4.
Well, no, they added another. There's 5 now.
What?
Yeah, they added what's his name? Joel, the guy who used to be on E. I don't remember his name. Joel.
You got
He's on
Alan Thicke, Robin Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
You got
Ken Jeong.
Ken Jeong. Yes, Grace. You got Ken Jeong. Hichili.
You got
what's it? McCarthy, Miss Melissa
Johnny
McCarthy.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, well,
Say that right there.
Donnie, man, get yourself some of that.
I had it. Been there.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, and then we have the Pussycat Dolls, Nicole Scherzinger.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty girl. And then you have that Joel McHale. Joel McHale. He's on it now, too.
Wasn't he from McHale's Navy?
Not that Joel McHale.
No?
He was on it.
McHale.
Yeah, he's on it now.
Cal.
It's just a whole. It's a nightmare.
Well, it
It's a
is.
nightmare.
It takes forever. Again, it's like watching grass grow. It's like watching paint dry. It's like watching the 71 Buick out in the backfield rust. Okay, I don't find it entertaining. I mean,
Yeah, it's got
you
mixed
could literally do
reviews.
this in 15 minutes, or better yet,
you'd like
a
this-
half-hour show is 22 minutes worth of content. You could do it in a half-an-hour show.
You like this one? It says, if the Masked Singer gets rid of Ken Jeong, you might just it might have a running chance.
Yeah, he's annoying to me. I mean, especially when he's like, "Oh my God, I wonder who
They
it
say he's
is."
overreaction. They say he's like overreacts too much.
Yeah.
He's
And
too
then when he
dramatic.
happened to guess, or maybe he didn't guess,
He was acting
wink,
crazy.
That Tori Spelling thing. It was like he was outant and just had some revelation at the UN circa 1961. Stop it! You're a dopey actor. You do nothing but
He's funny. I liked him in The Hangover.
Yeah.
He was in the trunk and everything. That was cool. That's about it.
I'm not a huge fan.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it for me.
Should have stayed in the trunk, Ken.
He's in the trunk.
Please, it's
Remember,
enough already,
he's in the
Ken,
trunk.
please. No one's buying your BS.
Oh, by the way,
Yes.
guess who won the Super Bowl?
The Giants back in 4 times. I know your guys now have 6. Okay. Then I told you though that they were going to.
Yeah, you did. I was happy. I mean, the game was boring. There was I never seen that many punts in one game in my life.
Well,
one touchdown. Weird.
for the football purist, I mean, there was a lot to see.
You know what? I'm so glad you said that. Do you want to know why?
Tell me.
Because if you understand the game of football, and I'm not saying I know everything about football, but I forcefully taught myself things because I don't want to be the girl who's like, I like the Patriots because they're sexy. I don't want to be that girl.
Like the silver pants.
They're
are
so
so
sexy.
tight.
Oh my God, Gronk's
And
chest
sheen
is
shine.
amazing. Tom, I wish I was Giselle because if I was, I would be so happy because I'd have sex with Tom Brady every night, and it's so amazing. And that's why I like the Patriots. I don't want to be that girl. So
Ladies and gentlemen, junk girl at the party that you can't get away from soon enough.
Oh my God, John, let me tell you, it was amazing. Oh my God, you don't even know what happened to me. I was in a bar in Boston and I saw Tom Brady and he was looking at me, and I know he has a wife, but I know he was looking at me because I'm so beautiful. And I was like, Tom,
Okay, good talk.
you have a wife.
Oh, she's still going.
You can't have me. I was but I love the Patriots. But no, I purposely watch football. I learn about football.
Right.
I watch ESPN. I watch the NFL Network.
Right.
I teach myself, and there's still things I don't know, but I like to understand. I didn't understand, I'd say 5 years ago, I really didn't understand the difference between first down and third down. I really didn't know,
2 downs.
Thank you. But, so that makes me appreciate and understand the game better. So what you just said is so true, because for the purist, for the football person, it was 2 equally matched teams, and one wouldn't let the other one go, and the other one wouldn't let the other go. So you got a game that's like this all day. I'm not letting you through, and I'm not letting you through. So they're gonna fight tooth and nail.
And there was just a handful of plays where they sneaked it through. Because other than that, the Rams defense was good, but the Rams defense got tired.
They did, and ultimately, a good game is you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown. But sometimes that's not always the best game.
No.
And so I understand, to me, was it exciting? It wasn't exciting, but it was well played.
Yeah.
And that's really the way I feel. But go ahead, because you know more than me. So
I
I
was
want
going
to
to
hear your
say
input.
from where I sat, it was interesting because you had, again, like you just said, basically the immovable force versus the unstoppable object, so to speak. And there was just one or two little cracks that the Patriots were able to notice, capitalize on, and secure the win.
Belichick.
Well, and this is what he does. I mean, like him, hate him, loathe him, love him, whatever. He's good at adapting and adjusting and overcoming what gets thrown at them. Okay, to me now, because we're about a little over a month away from starting our season with the Monmouth Rage.
Monmouth or Monmouth?
Monmouth.
So weird. I say
Monmouth
Monmouth,
Rage.
but when I hear Monmouth, I'm like, who says that? But go ahead.
Monmouth Rage. Okay?
That's okay. Go ahead.
LeagueLineup.com/Monmouth.rage, by the way.
Weird.
Or look them up on Facebook, the Book of Face.
On your space book and your my face.
Yes, Larry. Pardon me. On the beat goes on. So at any rate, I'm watching this thing with about 5-6 weeks to go until our 8-man season begins. And I'm watching how things are unfolding. I mean, there was defensive things to really pay attention to for those who enjoy that kind of thing. There were offensive things to really take note of. Again, for those who are, aficionados or students of the game or purists, whatever you want to call. And it wasn't flashy. It was not that game during the season where it was the Rams and the Chiefs, and they between them scored over 100 points. That was just high flying, like trapeze artistry on parade with football. Okay, even my father, who was a baseball guy, football's not his sport. He'll watch it, but he's a baseball guy. He was, oh my goodness, holy tomorrow! Did you see that game last night? I'm like, yeah, Dad. Wow, and he was effusive about, still was. Hey, is that the team that we saw with like the 58 points? I'm like, that's the one. Holy, remember that game? I'm like, yes, Dad. It was only 2 months ago. Oh, right. But for someone like that. You know what? It wasn't really compelling.
No.
For a fair weather part-time, I'll watch now and again. It wasn't compelling. It was a different kind of football game. And that's okay. Next year will be even more different. No matter who's in it. Trust me, it won't be. What were there, like 13 points total scored in the whole damn game? Or 13 or 16 points total? It'll be different. It'll be different.
It will. It will be different. But
they are good.
Congratulations to my Patriots.
No, hey,
I
credit
love
where it's due. They
Very
did
happy.
what needed to be done. They've got 6, just like the Steelers.
Yep.
There
Tied with
are
Steelers.
several now with 5. I think it's the 49ers, the Cowboys, and the Packers all have 5. The Giants, and I'm trying to think who else have 4. And then from there, it's a smattering of 3s, 2s, and 1s.
Yeah. Well, it was beautiful. I ordered my eggs are being scrambled.
Delicious.
I must be hungry.
I could
was watching a video with eggs being scrambled. I ordered my Super Bowl shirt.
Of course.
And I got a mug with the roster on. I thought that was nice. I wanted to get a jacket, but you know what? I ordered when we won the World Series. I ordered a Red Sox jacket with all the World Series patches on it.
Again, funny. I didn't see you out on the field.
I was.
Playing.
No, I'm in the outfield. You didn't see me? I'm very good at catching and throwing. I'm also a designated hitter as well. Just so you know.
Our American League.
So but you know what? I haven't received my jacket yet, and I ordered it. When did the World Series? When did the World Series? It was October. So I ordered it in October. And we're in February, still haven't received the jacket.
Did you get a revised shipment update several times?
I sure did. And I'm like, is this global? Where am I working? So,
Yay.
Yeah.
Welcome to global.
I was very upset because I was like, where's my jacket? I still don't have my jacket.
Oh, my.
So I'm going to cancel. This was going to happen because, this is ridiculous. I wanted it now. So then I started looking for Patriots jackets, but I want 6 patches. I don't want 5.
Patches?
So patches.
We don't need no stinking patches.
I need 3 on this arm, 3 on this arm, and if you know it, because Fanatics doesn't have a jacket like that, so I'm waiting. I looked on NFL.com. I can't find a jacket like that. So is it too early?
And sew them on?
I'm not sewing shit. I'm not doing that.
Wow.
I'm no sewer. Sewing anything.
Okay.
But my point being is that They should have a jacket like that now. They should pre-make them. Like with the Red Sox one, that night I saw it, that jacket. So it was made already, or it wasn't made. They pretend
They
make
had a
it. It's not
mock-up.
really
They
a
had a
mock-up.
prototype.
Yeah, do a mock-up.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, we
Yeah.
got to make like 18,000 of them by Tuesday.
Yeah, well, I got nothing. And now I'm looking for Patriots one. I don't have nothing. What happened?
What day is it? What day is it?
It's Hump Day!
Julie,
Mike.
Come on, you know the day. Come on.
No, you know what? I love that Geico's doing that.
Yeah.
I love all the Geico commercials. Like they're doing you have to vote what's the best Geico commercial.
The best of, yeah.
And their commercials, I forgot how funny their commercials
They're
are.
actually
Like pretty
very good.
brilliant. Whoever
Actually very good.
the advertising agency that came up with that stuff.
Shyster Flywheel and Shyster.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What?
But I just think it's brilliant. And there are some really, really good ones in there.
Which one is that?
It's some state.
Yeah.
Look, the whole road is covered.
That's funny.
Hey, look at it. It's hilarious.
No, there's a few really good ones. I mean, some good, really, really good
Now
ones.
the creative on those commercials.
I like the one. There's a few that I like.
Damn, Gene, you easily amused, bruh.
I do like the little. I don't know why I like it. The little house, with the couple in the little house.
Yep.
It looks like a real reality show, and I'm like, that probably would be a real show. I thought that was funny. I like the caveman too.
In the airport on the mobile sidewalk.
Oh, the vote's already in. Oh, top 5. Here we go. Number 1,
Yeah, the camel.
the camel. Hump Day won. The number 1. They already did the votes. Number 1 was Hump
Come
Day.
on, Julie, what day is it? Hump day.
It's
What?
Hump Day. Mike. So that one, and actually people still say that, so I love that. I
Yeah.
love that whole. So number 2 was Maxwell the pig.
That annoys me.
He
I
cried
have
all
to
the way
say.
home. Whee! Yeah,
that
that's
annoys
annoying.
me.
The
That annoys
caveman
me.
in the airport.
That's there you go.
Yeah, when he's on the and he's like, and it says it's so easy a caveman can do it.
do
He's
it,
like,
yeah.
what? It's not true. Number 4 is the squirrels.
Yep.
Number 5 is the spy, the mom with the spy.
Well, your father's at it again.
The little
He
house
just
didn't win.
won't-
Where's the little house?
That's
Oh,
number
I thought
12.
that was better than the spy.
Honorable mention.
Collect call was
How to Baby Gets a Boy.
possum. I like the possum better too. Didn't it? Oh, there's the reality show. I
There
like
you
that
go.
one. That's
Honorable
my
mention.
favorite. Oh, the soap opera one is funny too. I
But I
actually like
saved
that one.
15% of my car insurance.
But I like the reality
I
show.
thought that mattered.
Yeah, the Hump Day one is the best though.
Of course.
That one is the best. That is Hump Day, of course, and the Hump Day Camel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best one. I love it. Hump Day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just want to play it. I still love it. It is very brilliant though. Good for them. Actually,
Guess what day it is?
Huh? Anybody? Julie, hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's Hump Day.
Woo-hoo!
How happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico? I'd say happier than a camel
On Wednesday.
Get happy.
Yeah.
very good commercial.
Brilliant.
Very
Brilliant.
good commercial. I have to say though, I had Geico for car insurance.
And?
They're the best car insurance I ever had.
Oh, no kidding.
Really good car insurance. Their customer service is kick ass. Like their customer service
And you're not
is
even a government
amazing.
employee.
Amazing, I know. Amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they're really good. I had Geico, and then I also had Progressive. Those are actually the two really, because I've had other ones and they sucked.
The segment of Real Town with John and Tracy brought to you by Geico. 15
Geico.
minutes could save you 15% or more on Geico Insurance.
I am a Geico.
See them on Geico.com.
Yeah, I do highly recommend it. But the commercials alone would make me want to get Geico.
Well, again, there's nothing like a good piece of creative. I mean, why do you now here's the back to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Why do you think there are so many of those who are not football aficionados who watch the game? And I don't know if it worked like this for you when you were in media, broadcast, and radio, but I would have a get together every year at Super Bowl for numerous years. And the game, whatever. Even when the Giants and the Bills played, I had to get together back in early 91, and blah, 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 Giants won. The big thing was the commercials. You know, when the breaks would come on, everybody's like, okay, shh, quiet, quiet, quiet. You know, and they would, back then anyway, they would trot out the most creative commercials ever. I feel like they've kind of throttled that back a bit.
I liked a couple. That's about it. I really love where they had all the players that the NFL.
Yes.
Great. And I just looked up who that girl is. Do you know who that girl is?
No.
So in the commercial, there's like this random girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who? And it's the first thing I was like, all these players
NFL
are there.
100 years coming up.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, this random girl. I'm like, who's this random girl? Well, I looked it up.
Yeah.
She actually, when she was young, many, many years ago, she fought to play on a football team that was a tackle, and they wouldn't allow it because she was a girl, and she fought, and then she got on a tackle football team, and she actually started her own female tackle football team.
Wow.
And she was one of the first girls to do that, and that's why she's in that commercial.
Good.
Didn't know that, but there you go.
Again,
Because we can get
is
tackled.
National Women and Girls in Sports Day.
Yeah, we can get tackled.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be afraid.
No, I understand. I've known women who have played in tackle football leagues. Gal from out in, I can picture her. Holy fright, I can picture her. She had kids
Let me see the name of
involved
this
with
girl.
midget football. This is probably 20, 25 years ago. And she would travel from Northeast Pennsylvania down to Philadelphia to play for the Philadelphia, I think it was Philadelphia Bells. And she'd go down there twice a week for practice and for games. And it was tackle football. I forget the league. This is probably 96, 7, 8, maybe a little bit later, late 90s, very early 2000s, if then. Yeah. Yeah, and NFL is going to celebrate their
So there she is when she's a
100th
little
year.
girl. There she is when she was 9.
9-year-old.
Yeah.
Wow.
And tackle football. She had 35 touchdowns,
Wow.
2,000 rushing yards.
Jeez.
She's a beast. And that's why she's in this commercial.
Well, rock on.
It's such
There's
a good
Roger
commercial.
Goodell, the guy that people love to
Boo!
hate.
They still boo him.
They do.
That was so funny. He's presenting the award, and I'm like, boo! And then as soon as they took the trophy,
Yay!
yay!
Yeah, the whole place was booing him.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They are devoted.
They did. That was pretty funny. Yeah, they hate him. They just hate him.
That's, well, and Lord knows why, but whatever, you know.
Well, I mean, because he was the Deflategate situation. He had everyone felt in Patriots Nation. Not talking about the rest of the world,
Right.
But everyone in Patriots Nation felt he was out to get the Patriots,
But wait a
and
minute.
he did everything he
this happens
could
every
to.
time he does a public thing. He'll
Because they never forget.
but I'm talking
They'll
about
never
he'll
forget.
be at the, here, mark my words, in 2.5 months, 3 months, they'll be at the draft. I think the draft is in Tennessee this year.
Yeah, they boo him at the draft
They'll
too.
be, every time.
Every time.
You know, welcome to the 2019 Professional Football National Football League draft.
Boo! Yeah, they hate him. They just hate him. They hate him.
Then they trot out like, you know, Jim Brown. I like the 1970 inductee Jim Brown. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Okay, for the first pick.
They hate him. I don't know where it comes from.
It's
Other than
everywhere.
I can only speak for Pat's Nation. I can't speak for everybody else. I don't know why does everybody else hate him.
I don't know why it is either. I think and I don't remember early
I mean, that's
on,
the only thing I know.
He did something or said something that maybe didn't go over real well, like a turd in a punch bowl, you know, and everybody's like, and it just became a fun thing to do.
Oh, you think they just do it for fun?
I think there's a bit of that. I think there's an element of, oh, here he comes. Get ready to boo. Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Goodell. Boo.
I think I wrote Bob Goodell. I used to work with someone named Bob Goodell, so that was actually what was in my head just now.
Is that right?
Yeah. No relation
man.
to Bob,
Good
to
stuff.
Roger.
So what's
Let's
going
find
on for
out.
the week?
What's going on with you? I'm looking up Roger Goodell right now. Did I spell that right?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on with you? Tell me about your life.
I get up, I go to work, I go home. Wednesdays I come here.
That's pretty.
You know,
Yeah.
this weekend I got a football practice. You know, we're March 16th begins the season of the Great Eastern Football Association, and your Monmouth Rage out of Hazlet, again Hazlet,
Hazlet.
New Jersey, right at the top of the shore area, so to say. More details on our first 3 games are home contests, don't you know? So if on the 16th, the 23rd, and the 30th of March, at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you're up to it. Check the website again, leaguelineup.com/mammoth-rage. And it'll have all the information where you can find us.
Oh, this goes back long. Now I see this is before. So this is so when Goodell became commissioner, he was trying to clean up football in general and trying to
make the image better because there's a lot of thug crap going on.
Correct. But I guess the things he was doing was making people angry of how the punishments were often incredibly strict.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, to act as a deterrent from future infractions. The severity of these punishments, however, rarely match the severity of the crime.
You're right.
Dante Stallwell was suspended for the entirety of the 2009 season after being convicted of a DUI. Oh, manslaughter. I didn't see the manslaughter part. Josh Gordon, I think that's probably appropriate if he killed somebody. Josh Gordon was also suspended.
On a causeway.
Oh, and he was drunk. Yeah. Josh Gordon was also suspended an entire season for violating the substance abuse program. For argument's sake,
for Patriots.
Yeah.
Until he was caught again.
Well, we also had a player that killed somebody, so it is what it is. That would raise the question as to why. I'm just trying to figure out why they hate him. Like, I want to know the history here beyond what I know about the Patriots. Then we go back.
He's had a heavy hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Pete Rozelle was the commissioner of the NFL for long years through the 60s, 70s, and I'm going to say into the 80s. And he's the one that worked with Al Davis begrudgingly, but worked with Al Davis to merge the AFL and the NFL to what the NFL is now. They helped to do that. That happened in 1970. And then the league grew and expanded again in 76 with new teams in Tampa Bay and Seattle. So that was helpful. And Rozelle did all of that. And Pete Rozelle, he was there for a long time. He got old. He retired. He passed away shortly after he retired. Paul Tagliabue came in. He was somebody who was involved with one of the Olympics, I think, out in Salt Lake City. As one of the big mahuffs who put that on whenever they did that several now years ago back in the 90s. And he came in after. And Tagliabue was fine. You know, there were other things that he did. And then I struggled to find a marquee item that really he made his mark. And then the problem was, there was a lot of thug crap going on in the National Football League. And he was, I'm done. That's it. I'm done.
I think they just don't like his face. Because he's just not, he just doesn't, I mean, look at that face. I mean,
face schmace. I mean, you know, he's getting stuff done. And people don't like that, well, my guy got suspended for a whole season. Or, my guy got this. Or my guy got pinpointed on that. Hey, people don't like that. You know what?
They just hate him.
There's always that one. It's like that one teacher in school who was always the heavy hand and nobody liked him, in like 8th grade. And then when you went back to see him at your 10th reunion, when you're 28, he was the best guy ever. Kind of like that, to me.
Oh, I was just going to say who that happened to.
To me.
My teachers that I hated, I still hate.
Happened to me, Mr.
If I saw a teacher that listen, there was one teacher. She was my French teacher in high school, Madame Jelinek. She was so mean to me. And I remember I was talking to somebody, because, I'm a talker.
Is that right?
Duh. I was talking to somebody in class, and she threw an eraser at my head.
Oh.
Can't do that.
Wow.
That was in the 80s, and you couldn't do it then. Now you get arrested or something. But
Mr.
back
Hoffman
then,
called me a jackass in 1979.
Ooh, that's wrong.
Yeah. Mr. Thielen, did it ever occur to you that you're a jackass?
Ooh,
meanwhile,
that's mean.
He thought, he was horrible. He was an old son of a bitch who should have been booted out of there probably 15 years before. But he was cronies with the head of the school, so he couldn't fire him. And Robbie Palfy was sitting next to me, and he said something under his breath, and old Hoffman thought it was me. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Your mouth. I'm like, okay, whatever. Shut up.
Now, so if you saw him now, you'd be like, hey, you're a good guy?
No.
No, exactly.
because he wasn't a good guy. I'm talking about the disciplinarian who's on you to stop you from doing dopey, stupid, dickhead things. You know, whether you're in the National Football League or if you're in high school. Mr. Peterson was that guy. I didn't not get along with Mr. Peterson back in school. And Mr. Peterson was one of the younger teachers, administrators at that point. He might have been in his 30s when I was in high school. Then I saw him about 7 or 8 years ago. And, you know, we're all older now. I mean, he's probably 60-something, and his health hadn't been good. And we sat and we shot the breeze for a while. What a great guy. What a great guy. But that was, you know, you grow up, you know.
Oh, this is annoying.
They're speaking of J-Lo.
Yeah, she's being honored. She's having an honorary tribute at the Grammys. And can I just say something?
Go ahead.
So, and you know, I worked in the music business back in the 90s when she first came out. And I knew people who worked in the studio with her and how they talked about how poor her vocals were and how she had to she had a ton of backup singers, a lot of reverb, and just to make her voice better.
Right.
But vocally, she's not a strong vocalist. I mean, she could sing now, but she's not a singer. She's a performer. She's like Britney Spears.
Yeah.
To me, I'd give it to Britney Spears before her. Because she's been around longer and she's had more hits than Jennifer Lopez. So that isn't. I understand. They see people are pissed off about it. They think she doesn't deserve an honorary Grammy, and I'm gonna agree. And I like Jennifer Lopez. Don't get me wrong, but Jennifer Lopez is not a singer. She's a performer. There's a difference between a singer and a performer.
Right.
Right?
Of course.
A singer is a singer. Adele is a singer. She's a performer. To give her an honorary Grammy is so wrong. That just pissed me off. That just ruined my whole day.
And to put a little bow on that, she is Latina and her parents are from Puerto Rico. I don't know why that's necessary to include, but they included it.
Where? In here?
Right there.
Oh, it is there. Oh, for God's sakes. For God's sakes.
Really?
So stupid. No,
Why?
but that's the thing. I mean, why would they honor her? I don't get it. She's not a singer.
Well, because she's Latina and her parents are from Puerto Rico. Hello, where you're not paying attention. I will find you.
Look, here's a person that says, what about Diana Ross,
Do you know where
Stevie
you're going
Wonder, Smokey Robinson?
Did you see Stevie's new car?
He doesn't drive.
No, but did you see it, though? He gets as a driver.
I don't see it. He doesn't see it either.
Oh, damn it.
Don't mess around, man. That just made me mad. That made me so mad. I'm going to have to take to Twitter. I'm going to have to take to Twitter and take care of that because
I'm going to take the Twitter.
That's a problem.
We've got the Twitter.
This MySpace and the Spacebook and the Face Place. What?
Anyway.
Yeah,
Gina, what are you doing over there, man? What are you planning a world takeover over there? Okay. Ooh.
Are you talking about the new studio?
Paint swatches. Paint swatches. Who wants a paint swatch? Hello.
They're talking about the studio.
I like the iridescent puce myself. I'm partial to it. Yes, iridescent. Again, work with me. Oh, I don't know half these people. I just don't realize what's happening here.
What do you think of halftime? I meant to ask you about that.
You know, I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it. My dad's favorite was the last one to come out, Big Boy. I love that guy.
I like the way you move. I like the way.
Look at that coat. Your mother
but I
would have
like
loved that
Outkast.
coat.
I want Outkast. I want the other dude too. I want both of them. I want to shake it like a Polaroid picture.
I think Adam Levine.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
You talk about an entertainer and a singer. I think Adam Levine's okay.
Oh, I like Adam Levine, but I
that
wasn't
ink.
crazy about his Super Bowl appearance. I do like him as a person. I think he's a very nice person.
I've never met him, I have to say.
I met him a long time ago, but I mean, as far as like, just like he seems like a decent person. That's all.
Right on. I mean, you know, I'm not a Maroon 5 fan. I'm not against them. It was kind of like, okay.
I just like that.
You know.
Is there anyone out there? Because it's getting harder and harder
My favorite
to breathe.
part, though, was the 69 or 70 Cadillac that Big Boy came in on. Oh, yeah.
I like the way
That was a nice ride, yo.
It was a nice ride.
I'm sorry.
It was a nice ride.
Word.
So that's what you thought? You didn't really think much of it, basically. Just nothing. Give or take.
It's not my thing. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, not at all, but it just isn't my thing. I'm not a big Maroon 5 guy. I don't dislike them. I get it. You know, and all the stuff that they were singing and performing, it was familiar to me, but it just is not my thing. And which just goes to prove that I'm starting to turn into an old head. Get off my lawn, okay? Because I was happier with the Stones, you know, several years ago. With Prince, that was awesome. Down in Miami when it was raining. Remember however many years ago that was?
Yeah.
Amazing performance. And that's the stuff, you know, that I grew up with when I was, you know, umpteen years old and in my early 20s.
I have to correct myself.
Go ahead.
It's not an honorary tribute to Jennifer Lopez. It's an honorary tribute to Motown. And she's doing the honorary tribute to Motown. Oh. And that is the argument. That's why they're saying at the bottom,
like Diana Ross,
that she's from Puerto Rico, because they're saying, why would Jennifer Lopez do a honorary tribute to Motown when you have Smokey Robinson, Diana Ross, you have
Smokey.
Yes, you have Stevie Wonder. You have all these people from who were on the Motown label.
My dad used to say, hey, turn that down. And I'd say, but Dad, it's Smokey. Remember that commercial?
So Jennifer Lopez is on Sony, not Motown. Let's get that. So that's why everyone's pissed off.
Or is she on Sony Michelle?
What?
Speaking of the Patriots, come on! What kind of Patriot fan are you?
Listen, I'm talking about Jennifer Lopez, and you throw things in there and you throw me off. Don't do it. God damn! I'm talking about Motown.
What?
I don't understand what they're
doing. Up on Woodbridge Avenue, there's a place to tank up called Mo Gas. Say, man, we need Mo Gas. It is. It's called Mo Gas.
They play. They do. They play that commercial. It reminds me of Coming to America.
Yeah. To
be loved. They have that on a commercial now, and every time I hear it, that's what I think about. I love that, Coming to America. To be loved. You know what commercial I'm talking about?
I do.
And they play that song, right?
Of course they do.
And don't you think about that? That's what you think about?
Sometimes I do, yes,
Every
of
time,
course.
that's all I think about.
Only when they play it.
Eddie Murphy. To be loved.
Mugwele.
Yeah, to be loved. Shut up. To be loved.
Would you like some beef jerky? There's plenty, you know.
I love that movie. Eddie Murphy. Where's Eddie Murphy?
Resting on his laurels.
I guess he got a lot of laurels to rest on.
You know, he had a big run, that guy.
Where's my Eddie Murphy? What happened to him?
He got a little old, and he wasn't as funny as he used to be because there's new guys. Are we keeping you up?
I'm tired.
Yeah, I could rest.
I don't know what happened.
I'm going to stop by, get myself some food. Holy fright, it's 1:15 already, and these cats are going to go.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
You know what it was? I think I had to do that harassment training at work this morning.
Oh.
We had to be at work for 8 o'clock.
Ugh.
And I don't know. I just didn't get enough sleep. I went to bed like midnight or something. I tossed and turned.
Yeah.
Then I had to get up, and then I had to sit in, speaking of meetings,
Ugh.
I had to sit in a harassment meeting for an hour. And then I had to sit in a sales meeting for, I don't know, 2.5 hours. I don't know. It was long.
And get your 5,000 dials in.
And get my dials in, yeah. I had a lot of meetings today. Oh. So I didn't actually start my actual job on the phone until after 12. After 12.
Oh, jeez. How come you didn't have 8,000 dials yesterday? Because you kept me sequestered until, I don't know, 12.
Yeah, I was in meetings so I think that's why I'm yawning. It's not because I'm bored. It's just because I feel like I lost out on a significant amount of sleep.
Well, and there you have it.
You know what I mean?
Well, what do you think? Let's. You
think we're gonna wrap it up?
Put a wrap on it.
Shut up, Gene. We'll wrap it up when we feel like it. You're not the boss of me.
I know. We're good.
We're just messing around. We're just messing around.
We're good to go.
I want a new studio. What's a girl got to do to get a new studio around here?
Easy. Little something called the casting couch. Maybe you've heard of it.
At least when I walked in, all the insulation was gone. That gave me hope. Oh!
Yeah,
no, it's not.
Wait a minute. Is it stacked up in a heap, or is it actually being used for its intended purpose?
Oh, it's in the ceiling?
Oh.
It's been in here for like 2 years.
Of course not.
And they
Oh,
put it in
wow.
the well, I was hopeful when I walked in and I looked and I said, "Oh my God, we moved everything over." Then I walked in here and I was like, "No,
Oh,
we
no.
didn't."
Oh, and the good news is we
lie.
still got the dog hair out in the carpet in the hallway.
The dog hair's still there. Yeah,
Yeah, she's been gone for 2
that
months.
poor dog. You know what? That dog made me sad. That was the saddest animal. She had this big hairy dog stuck in this tiny little apartment, and he would look out the window whenever we were outside with the saddest eyes. He would just look out and be like, "I wish I could live that life." And then she would walk him, and he was like all over the place. He was pulling, acting crazy, and I'd be like, "This poor dog," and she'd be like, "He's fine. He's fine." I'm like, "You need a small little, like, tiny Yorkshire,
Mexican cha-cha-cha.
Chihuahua." How about a
there you
stuffed
go, a
dog?
little plush toy.
You don't need a big dog. That poor dog. I wanted to take that dog away from her.
I know.
Call animal control.
know.
Terrible.
It's kids today, I tell you.
That was her. Yeah.
Up at Mo Gas
I'm gonna
there on
say
Woodbridge
this.
Avenue. Say, man, we
Okay,
need Mo
you know what I'm
Gas.
going to say? I'm going to say this. I saw her walk that dog. That is not a service dog. A trained service dog does not walk like that. No way. Well, she probably said that so the dog could be in here.
That's what she said. Thank you.
Ew. Gross.
Quick, get the peanut butter.
That makes sense because there's no way. I mean, they train service dogs to be disciplined and to walk next to the owner. That dog was a lunatic. When she was walking that dog, I was like, I went up to her and I said, this is like a year ago. I think this is when we were on Trainwreck.
Yeah.
I went up to her and I go, you can get a harness because that leash isn't working. I know. Don't worry about me.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show. Here all night. Tip your waiter.
Try the veal.
Come early, stay late. You'll be glad you did. Pump the kids full of coffee. We're staying up all night.
Oh, I want coffee. I want coffee.
I want coffee.
Let's get some coffee. All right, that's it.
Okay, that's enough.
That's all I got.
Okay.
I'm exhausted.
Well, there you have it. I could wrap it and call it a night myself because I'm beat. I didn't get to sleep till late myself, and then I tossed into. I couldn't sleep at all last night. Tossing and turning. So
that's Elvis Presley.
No. Incorrect. Circle gets the square.
Wait, sing again. Sing it. Wait. Sing again. Sing again. Shh. Sing again.
Couldn't sleep at all last night. Turning and tossing and turning on.
I know who that is. Wait, I know. Elvis Presley.
No. Pelvis Parsley. Algie Pretzel.
No, really. What was it?
Buddy Knox.
Who's Buddy Knox?
The guy who sang tossing and turning. Work with me.
He did the Knox jokes. Wait,
Right.
when did that song come out?
Well, he graduated, from the school of
Hard Knocks.
Thank you.
Oh, so that's why I wasn't born.
Nor was I.
Oh. I know the 80s. I know the 70s. I know most of the 60s. But once you get in the 50s, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the 50s. But I'm an 80s girl all day, from 80 to 89. It's all me. That's it. That's my decade. That's my life.
Tracy's Camelot.
Stand back. In the middle of my room, I did not hear from you.
Heartbreaker, love taker, rump shaker, won't you get along with me? Ladies and gentlemen, George Steinbrenner.
All right, we're going to go.
All right.
Now we're getting silly and stupid.
We're getting a little dopey. That's enough.
That's enough.
That's
Real
enough.
Town. That's enough with the Real Town.
Okay.
Quit that Real Town. Get the Animal House.
Enough of this
I like
business.
them.
Enough of this foolish business.
The Animal House is better.
Animal House coming up. Animal House Radio. What? 7:30
Anyway,
or
we
8
can do some
o'clock?
shout outs head to head. Oh, I was on head to head
how'd it go?
on Saturday.
Yeah.
So go to head to head. I had a great interview. We talked about everything. We touched on politics.
Yep.
We talked a bit about the wall.
Best ever. Steel. Gotta love it.
Yep. We talked about the wall. So
American Steel.
check that out head to head.
George the Animal Steel.
Trump loves it.
Danielle Steele. Best ever.
How was your State of the Union last night?
Incredible. 76% approval.
Yep. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
You're welcome. It's my gift to you.
That keeps on giving.
It does. It's like a baked bean. It's like It keeps on giving. All right,
Okay.
hey.
And scene.
And scene. Don't forget, yes, absolutely. Head to head. That's head, number 2, head. Head to head. Initiatives, topics, issues, questions, answers, and help for veterans, Veterans Affairs, and Veterans Issues. Check them out, Scott Jellyman and Chris Jackson. That's where the action is, head to head. Meantime, it's banging on 7 o'clock, 9 minutes of, and we're going to go. Till next week, we'll catch you around the way in Real Town. Peace.
I
We
always look
out
at
of
Gene.
here.